In the vast darkness between stars, something is watching us. 3 years ago, the Hubble Space Telescope captured an image that made every astronomer who saw it take a step back from their computer screen. What they discovered wasn't just another distant galaxy or dying star. It was something that challenges everything we thought we knew about the universe, and it's heading straight toward us. Tonight, we're taking you on a journey to the darkest corners of space, where scientists have uncovered 10 discoveries so terrifying, they'll change how you look at the night sky forever. And if you want more content like this, subscribe to the channel for more space videos. Number 1. The Great Attractor. Picture this. Our entire galaxy, the Milky Way, is being pulled through space at over 2 million miles per hour by something we can't see. Scientists call it the Great Attractor, and it's dragging not just our galaxy, but thousands of others toward a region of space hidden behind clouds of cosmic dust. When astronomers first discovered this invisible force in 1976, they thought it was just another galaxy cluster. But as they studied it further, they realized something chilling. The Great Attractor is so massive, so powerful, that it's reshaping the entire structure of our local universe, and we have no idea what it actually is. The most terrifying part, we're already caught in its gravitational grip, and there's absolutely nothing we can do to escape it. Every second, every minute, every day, we're being pulled closer to something that might be the most massive object in the known universe. Number 2. Sagittarius, a star. At the center of our own galaxy lurks a monster. Sagittarius, a star, is a supermassive black hole 4 million times more massive than our Sun, and it's been feeding on everything that gets too close for billions of years. But here's what keeps astronomers awake at night. This black hole is waking up. In 2020, scientists watched in horror as Sagittarius A star began glowing brighter than it ever had before. Something had changed. Something had disturbed it from its relatively quiet slumber. Using the Event Horizon Telescope, the same instrument that gave us our first image of a black hole, researchers discovered that our galaxy's central monster is becoming more active, more violent. Stars that venture too close are being torn apart in spectacular displays of cosmic carnage, their material spiraling into the black hole's accretion disk at temperatures of billions of degrees. The question that haunts every scientist studying this phenomenon is simple. What woke it up, and what happens if it gets hungrier? Number 3. The Bode's Void. Imagine a region of space so empty, so devoid of galaxies and stars, that if Earth were placed at its center, we wouldn't have discovered other galaxies until the 1960s. This is the Bode's Void, also known as the Great Nothing, and it's one of the largest empty spaces in the universe. This cosmic desert spans 330 million light-years across, containing almost nothing but darkness. While the average region of space this size should contain over 2,000 galaxies, the Bode's Void contains fewer than 60. It's as if something reached into the universe and scooped out everything that should be there. Scientists have proposed theories to explain this massive emptiness. Some suggest it's the result of multiple black holes that consumed everything in their path. Others believe it might be evidence of cosmic strings, theoretical one-dimensional defects in spacetime that could slice through the fabric of reality itself. But the most disturbing possibility is that the Bode's Void isn't natural at all. Some researchers have quietly suggested that such a perfect, spherical emptiness could only be created by an intelligence far beyond our comprehension. Number 4. Vampire stars. In the constellation Cygnus, astronomers have discovered something that reads like cosmic horror. These are binary star systems, where one star is literally feeding off its companion, slowly draining it of life in a process that can last millions of years. The vampire star, usually a white dwarf, uses its intense gravitational pull to strip material from its companion. This stolen matter forms a glowing accretion disk around the vampire, creating some of the most beautiful and terrifying sights in the universe. But beauty comes at a price. When the vampire star has consumed enough material, something catastrophic happens. The accumulated hydrogen on its surface reaches a critical mass and explodes in what astronomers call a nova. The explosion is so violent it can be seen from thousands of light years away, briefly outshining entire galaxies. The most chilling discovery came in 2021 when scientists realized that some of these vampire stars don't stop at one feeding. They're serial killers, repeatedly draining and exploding, only to begin the cycle again. T Coronae Borealis, located 3,000 light-years from Earth, has been caught in this cycle of cosmic cannibalism for centuries. Number 5. Dark flow. Everything in the universe is moving in the same direction, pulled by something that exists beyond the edge of observable space. Scientists call this phenomenon dark flow, and it suggests that our entire universe, everything we can see and measure, is just a small part of something much, much larger. In 2008, researchers studying the cosmic microwave background radiation, the afterglow of the Big Bang, discovered that galaxy clusters across billions of light years are all flowing toward the same point in space. This shouldn't be possible. According to our understanding of cosmology, the universe should expand uniformly in all directions. But dark flow tells a different story. It suggests that beyond the edge of what we can observe, beyond the cosmic microwave background that marks the limit of our vision, there exists a structure so massive that it's pulling our entire observable universe toward it. The implications are staggering. If dark flow is real, then everything we thought we knew about the universe, about the Big Bang, about the very nature of reality itself, might be fundamentally wrong. We might be living inside something far stranger and more vast than we ever imagined. Number 6. The WOW signal. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Eman was analyzing radio telescope data at the Big Ear Observatory in Ohio when he discovered something that made him grab his red pen and circle a sequence of letters and numbers, 6EQUJ5. Next to it, he wrote one word that would become legendary in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence: wow. The signal lasted exactly 72 seconds, the maximum time the telescope could track it as Earth rotated. It was incredibly powerful, incredibly focused, and it came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Most importantly, it was transmitted at a frequency of 1420 megahertz, right in the middle of what scientists call the water hole, the quietest part of the radio spectrum. For over 40 years, researchers have tried to detect the signal again. They've pointed the most sensitive radio telescopes on Earth toward the same coordinates. But the WOW signal has never repeated. This absence might be more terrifying than its presence. If it was natural, we should have detected it again. If it was a malfunction, we would have identified the source by now. The most logical explanation is that it was artificial, transmitted by an intelligence that wanted to be noticed just once, just long enough to let us know they're out there. Number 7. Magnetars. Imagine a star so dense that a teaspoon of its material would weigh as much as Mount Everest, spinning at 700 rotations per second, surrounded by a magnetic field 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's. This is a magnetar, and it's the most dangerous object in the universe. When a massive star collapses into a neutron star, sometimes the process creates magnetic fields so powerful they warp the very atoms around them. These magnetars are cosmic weapons of mass destruction, capable of releasing more energy in 1/10 of a second than our sun produces in 100,000 years. SGR 1806-20, a magnetar 20,000 light-years from Earth, demonstrated this terrifying power in December of 2004. Its gamma-ray burst was so intense it temporarily blinded satellites, disrupted radio communications across the planet, and briefly compressed Earth's magnetic field. The most chilling fact about magnetars isn't their incredible power, it's their unpredictability. They can remain quiet for years, decades, even centuries, before suddenly erupting with enough energy to sterilize entire solar systems. And we've identified over 30 of them in our galaxy alone. Number 8, Planet 9. Something massive is hiding in the outer reaches of our solar system, and it's changing the orbits of distant objects in ways that shouldn't be possible. Astronomers call it Planet 9, and it might be the most significant discovery in planetary science since Neptune. The evidence is undeniable. Trans-Neptunian objects, chunks of ice and rock beyond Pluto's orbit, are all tilted in the same direction, clustered together in a pattern that can only be explained by the gravitational influence of a large planet. Computer simulations suggest this hidden world is between 5 and 10 times more massive than Earth, orbiting our Sun at a distance 20 times greater than Neptune. But here's what makes Planet 9 truly terrifying. We can't find it. Despite years of searching with the most powerful telescopes on Earth, this massive world remains invisible, hidden in the darkness beyond Neptune, like a cosmic predator stalking the edge of our solar system. Some scientists have proposed an even more disturbing possibility. What if Planet 9 isn't a planet at all? What if it's a primordial black hole, a dark remnant from the early universe that wandered into our solar system and made itself at home in the outer darkness? Number 9, fast radio bursts. In the time it takes you to blink, something in deep space releases more energy than our Sun produces in 3 days. These are fast radio bursts, or FRBs, and they're one of the most mysterious phenomena in the universe. The first FRB was discovered by accident in 2007 when astronomer Duncan Lorimer was analyzing old pulsar data. What he found was a radio signal so brief, so powerful, and so distant that it challenged everything scientists thought they knew about cosmic radio sources. Since then, astronomers have detected hundreds of these bursts coming from galaxies billions of light years away. Most appear once and never repeat, like cosmic flashbulbs going off in the darkness. But a few, like FRB 121102, repeat in patterns that seem almost intentional, almost designed. The repeating bursts are the most disturbing because they suggest intelligence. Natural phenomena don't typically follow complex patterns or schedules. The fact that some FRBs repeat while others don't implies two different sources, two different mechanisms, or perhaps two different types of civilizations trying to communicate across the vastness of space. Number 10, the Fermi paradox made real. Here's the most horrifying discovery of all. The universe should be teeming with life, but it's eerily silent. This is the Fermi paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, and recent discoveries have made it more unsettling than ever. With over 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone, and recent estimates suggesting there are over 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, the mathematical probability of Earth being the only planet with life approaches 0. Yet despite decades of searching, despite monitoring millions of stars and analyzing thousands of potentially habitable worlds, we've found nothing. The Kepler Space Telescope alone identified over 4,000 confirmed exoplanets, many of them in the habitable zones of their stars. The James Webb Space Telescope has revealed that the building blocks of life, complex organic molecules, exist throughout the universe. Everything suggests that life should be common, that intelligence should be abundant. But the universe remains silent. This silence has led to what scientists call the Great Filter Theory. Something somewhere in the evolution from simple molecules to spacefaring civilizations prevents life from spreading throughout the galaxy. The question that keeps astrobiologists awake at night, is whether this filter lies behind us or ahead of us. If it's behind us, then we're incredibly lucky to have survived. If it's ahead of us, then every civilization that has ever existed has eventually faced the same fate, and we're walking blindly toward our own extinction. As we peer deeper into space with more powerful telescopes, as we listen more carefully to the cosmic radio spectrum, as we search more thoroughly for signs of life beyond Earth, we're not just exploring the universe. We're trying to answer the most fundamental question of all. Are we alone, or is something out there watching us from the darkness between the stars? Subscribe to the channel for more space videos.